Sometimes I like to dive into the App Store and see what's being recommended, what games are the most recommended titles that Google or Apple are telling me to play. Today, I'm doing just that, and then I'm going to give you my recommendations. I'm going to let you know if these games are worth your time and worth trying, or if you should stay away and not waste your time. So let's dive into the list and see if the App Store has anything good for us. I know that a lot of you have been following me here for a long time, and some of you may be brand new. Well, welcome, I appreciate you coming through. You guys need to know that I've been in love with the game, and I started a new channel just for that game. I'm talking about Raid Shadow Legends, and I want to take a second and thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Throughout this entire video, there's going to be a link in the description which is going to allow you to download the game absolutely for free. And in doing that, you get a bunch of rewards, including one of the best rare champions inside of the game that I absolutely love and use to this day, plus a bunch of rewards that are going to help you progress your account quickly. In addition, the QR code that you see on the screen, you can scan that as well. Now, maybe you guys have seen Raid Shadow Legends in other places, on other channels, but I have to tell you, there's a lot more to this game than I ever realized until I dove into it and played it myself. People refer to the game as a time grinder, as pay to win, that there's no depth and no strategy within the game. Raid's got over 800 heroes, there are many different events inside of the game, things are always getting updated, we have PvE and PvP, there's literally something for all types of gamers inside of Raid. Like right now, I'm playing Spider. We're grinding this to get the rewards to progress our account, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, but maybe you're skeptical. What I do is invite you to come through my YouTube channel. I'll be linking it in the description of this video, and you can see for yourself how much fun we have there every single day. As you could see, level 54, grinding every single day, loving the game. And we also have a clan. And I'd love it if you guys came through and applied to be part of my clan. We have spots opening all the time, a great community of people, so that you and we can play together. This game is free to play. Download it for free and try it out. If you like it, keep playing. Come watch my videos so you understand what you should be doing inside of the game. And there's plenty of stuff for those end game players. So when you grind for a while, there's always something to do. I want to see you playing Raid alongside of me. So download the game using the link in the description or the QR code up on the screen. And I want to again thank Raid for sponsoring today's video. First on today's list is Zombotron Reboot. This game has 1 million downloads and 4.8 stars. And what we're looking at here is a platformer action run and gun style game. Now, as you can see, the robot here looks a bit clunky, looks a little bit goofy, and I actually like that. I think it adds something to the game, giving it a little bit of a casual, funny style feel. With that being said, I think the graphics are really nice. You could use multiple different types of weapons, some that are so powerful that they're gonna blow you up all over the map. But it's a nice platformer game where if you're looking for something simple, you don't want to get lost in the map, you can just play this one. This one is fun. I like it, and I would give this one the Echo approval. From this hell. Brotato is a bullet hell style survival game with 1 million downloads and 4.6 stars. I've actually played quite a bit of this one, as has my son Brody. And I'll tell you, this game is a ton of fun. It keeps you coming back for more. It's very simple, very fun, and very exciting. It's going to make you want to continue through the stages, get better weapons, and just get deeper and deeper into the game. I mean, you're playing as a potato, so it definitely has that casual feel to it. But when a potato is this badass, it's a game that you definitely have to try out. I know there's a lot inside of this genre, a lot of games that are competing, but this one is one of the better ones. It's got my approval. Prepare to get creeped out by this one. Dead by Daylight Mobile. 1 million downloads, 4.3 stars, and here you have a team-based game where 4 survivors are going to try to escape from the monsters that are trying to take you out. And no, they're not doing it in a nice, friendly way. They are creepy, scary, and they're going to really get you looking behind your back, so don't play this one at night. With that being said, you can play as the survivor or as the monster, and the game is awesome. So with the game being awesome, you probably already know that this one has my approval. Shadow of Death Dark Knight. This game is an action RPG single-player experience with 10 million downloads and 4.8 stars. With this being said, it has a price tag of $3.99. Now, for a game to have that many downloads and not be free to play tells you something about the game. It's probably pretty good. Now, I said this is an action RPG, but it's also a bit of a platformer style action RPG, not your typical top-down looking experience where you have a lot more exploration throughout the game. Here you're going to be kept on track with the platformer style map, and you're going to be in an atmospheric world based off of many different shadows that are going to encompass all of the enemies that you are battling. I like this because the big strikes, they come in light blasts, which look just so much more devastating when everything is deep in shadow inside of the game. This game is definitely fun, not the best action RPG on the market, but a solid one and probably worth the $4 price tag, so I can approve you guys trying this one out. Action Tyman. We're looking at an action role-playing game single-player experience from the anime world. This one has 1 million downloads and 4.4 stars, and some of you may be asking, why not play something like Punishing Grey Raven or Genshin Impact or a title like that, maybe even Aether Gazer. This game is definitely a smaller production realm than some of those titles, but still something that's enjoyable to play. Is it as good as, say, Aether Gazer? In my opinion, no, it's not. But still, being a free-to-play title, it's something you could dive into and see if it sparks your attention and gets you wanting to come back to play more. It's definitely not a bad title, so I could say sure, this one has my approval to try out. Mech Arina shooting game has 10 million downloads and 4.4 stars. This is a shooter where you play as a mech, if the title didn't give that away. This one's brought to us by Plarium, which is actually the makers of Raid Shadow Legends, a game which I absolutely love. Here you're going to be upgrading your mechs, strengthening their weapons, and taking those mechs into battle against others in PvP matches. The game looks really cool. It has a cartoony, colorful look to it that when you add in the battles, you have just a great combat experience. The game is super fun. If you're looking for high action, fast-paced combat, this is definitely one that you can try. If you're looking for something calm and relaxing, well, let's look somewhere else. Mech Arina has my approval. This one's going to be greenlit. Final Squad: The Last Troops. This one has 100,000 downloads, a newer title, a smaller title with 4.4 stars. We're looking at a Bulletstorm single-player casual experience that takes you back into the day when you used to play games on Nintendo or Sega Genesis. This game is decent at best. With that being said, if you're looking for something that's going to bring you back in the realm of like a Contra world, but more of a bullet hell style, this could be something that you'd be interested in. I don't want to say that this is a bad game, because I don't believe that it is, but it's not one that I would particularly want to go download myself. So for me, I have to give it a red light and not suggest it. Skullgirls Fighting RPG. You've seen me talk about this game here on the channel before. I think it's one of the best fighters on mobile. It has 10 million downloads and 4.6 stars, and you're gonna go into this anime cartoon-like realm with amazing different characters that you could play as and take it out in this multiplayer competitive fighting game. It's a really cool looking game, the combat is super fun, and the game is just solid. So you could try it. Now another retro style for you, Otherworld Legends has 5 million downloads and 4.5 stars. We're looking at a roguelike role-playing game that is a single-player offline experience, and then it's pixelated, another one of those Sega Genesis or Nintendo style games. Now you may think that I'll be hating on this one because the last one that was pixelated and dated in that sense I wasn't a fan of, but this one I feel differently on. I think that this game is really fun, really solid. I think it does a nice job bringing out what the game is supposed to look like. The combat is fun, the weapons are awesome, and the upgrades that you can get make the game special. This is definitely a fun one if you're looking for a retro style roguelike RPG, and you could definitely try it. I'd approve. Altos Odyssey has been around for a while, and it's received awards across the board. It's a beautiful atmospheric style game with 10 million downloads and 4.5 stars. It's essentially a racing, stunt diving single player experience that is an offline one. It's an abstract, atmospheric title. Now, you think stunt diving and racing and you think, oh, this has got to be intense, but really, It's a relaxing, calming experience that gives you the time to take in all of the atmosphere and beauty in the world and enjoy it as you make your way down the slopes. This game is clearly one that you should try. I'm not the only one that thinks that. Every other gaming editor and gaming website and probably person on YouTube would recommend the same. Now let's not stay calm for too long because Dragon Ball Legends is up next with 50 million downloads and 4.4 stars. That's right, 50 million downloads. It's an action-packed strategy role-playing game in vertical format that's actually one of the top grossing mobile games, sitting at number 3 right now. Also, it's a multiplayer and single-player experience, so if you like anime, specifically Dragon Ball, it's a must-play. Funny thing is, I just featured Crossy Road in my previous video. So if you want to watch that one, you can go check it out as well. But this one has 100 million downloads and 4.5 stars, and it's a very simple style game. A platformer, single player, pixelated offline game where you're trying to cross the road. It's literally what the title tells you. Many different obstacles will come into play, and they get more and more difficult as time goes on, and you just need to get to the other side. Maybe... why did the chicken cross the road? It's all coming together right now. You should play this one. Mighty Doom. Now, I know you played Doom back in the day. Well, this Doom is a lot different than that one. This is a top-down style roguelike role-playing game where you need to get through the stages. A lot of people say that there's a lot of progression hang-ups inside of the game, but putting that aside, I think the game looks really awesome. It brings back Doom on mobile in a way that we all want, and it's just a fun, casual style mobile game. I quite like it. It's a bullet hell style game as well. You could try it. And I have another anime style action RPG game for you with 10 million downloads and 4 stars. I'm looking at Bleach, Brave Souls anime games. So if you're into MMO style action RPG anime titles, this might be one that you're interested in. Notice the way that the screen is. You're actually going into the screen for this combat, which I think is quite awkward, but also different. So because it's different and because it's different alone, it's one that I would say you can give a test to and see if it's something you'd like. Definitely not going to be one of the best action RPGs you've played, but maybe you'll enjoy yourself. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and remember that I put out lists just like this one every single day. Top 10 lists letting you know what are the best mobile games that you should try and which ones should you avoid. I also look at Steam games that you could play for free. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so that when I put out my next video, you don't miss it. And you could always let me know in the comment section below which games are your favorite or which games you'd like me to feature in an upcoming video.